Good afternoon, all. This video will describe how to create a tuple in Python and how to access the elements in a tuple. So, Python tuples. Okay. So, in order to create a Python tuple, we have already discussed Python list. In Python list, you might have noticed the elements were enclosed within square bracket. So here in tuple, the elements will be enclosed in parenthesis or normal bracket. So let it be like x equal to, okay, this is my tuple. You can have either same type of data or mixed type of data also you can give in a tuple. Okay, these are all the elements in the tuple. Now, if you want to assign a single element to the tuple, okay, for that purpose, this should be the syntax, the single element, a comma. If this comma is not there, then it will not be the right syntax. So a comma should always be there while you are assigning only a single element to the tuple. Okay. Now, it is possible to create an empty tuple. Okay. There is no need to pass any elements to this parenthesis. Then it will be an empty tuple. So we will display each of the tuples here. Okay, print x1 and x2. So if I am running this, you can see here, first one is a tuple that consists of 4 elements, and the second one is a tuple where there is only one element, and the last one is empty tuple. Okay, so this is the syntax of creating a tuple. Now the next one is accessing the elements in a tuple. So in order to access the elements in a tuple, we have to use the same indexing method as we done with Python list. So here also the index will range from 0 to n minus 1, where n is the length of tuple. So in order to get the length of tuple, we can use the same built-in method len. Len of x will return the number of elements in the tuple. So here you can see it will return 4. Okay. Now in order to access a single element, if we are doing print x means it will print all the elements in the tuple. So we don't want to do like that. We want to print only a single element. So if I want to print the element 40, we will check the index of the element 40. Element 40 is at the third position, that means index will be 2. So if I am printing x of 2, this is the syntax. If I am printing x of 2, it will just print only the element 40. Okay, if I am printing x of 3, it will print the element 67. If I am giving a index which is out of the range, it will show that index out of range. Here you can see index error, index out of range. Okay. So these are the different methods in order to access the elements. Okay. Now the next one is, in the same way we can do tuple traversal also. So in order to do the tuple traversal, we can use a for loop, for I in x, print I. If I am doing this, it will print all the elements in the tuple. Or we can use the range method also. In the same way as we did with Python list, we can do two different methods in Python tuple also. That means for I in range len of x. So till the end of the tuple, what we have to do? We have to get x of I. Then only it will retrieve the elements. Okay. So here you can see the output. In both the method, it was accessing each element in the tuple and it was displaying that element. So this is tuple traversal. Okay, so we learned how to create tuple, how to assign a single element to the tuple, how to access each element in the tuple, and how to traverse the tuple. So accessing each element means it is also possible to like retrieve a part of a tuple. Part means a subpart. If you want to display the elements 20, 40, 60, then we can give like 20 is at index 1, 1 colon, and 67 is at index 3. So if I am running like this, you can see only 20, 40, no, 67 is at index 3, so we will give 4. Then only it will show 67. Okay, this is tuple slicing. Slicing means we are extracting a particular part. So this will also run in the same way as we did with Python list. Okay, we can give a step value also. So we will make the tuple a little bit big. 35, 90, 123, 88. These are the methods. Okay, so from 1, if I am not specifying the end index, then starting from index 1 it will retrieve all the elements. Okay, if I am not specifying the starting index and if I am specifying just 5, okay, then what will happen? It by default it will start from 0th index till 4th index. So here you can see by default it will start from 0 to 4. The value at index 5 will not be included. Now it is possible to give like this. 1 colon 7, 2. 2 means 2 is a step value. So it will start from index 1. Then the value at index 1 will be displayed. Then 1 plus 2 is 3. Then the value at index 3 will be displayed. Then the value at index 5, like that it will go till 7. But the value at index 7 will not be displayed. So here you can see value at index 1, 3, 5. So this is how we can do tuple slicing. So I hope you all understand this concept. Thank you for watching the video. We will continue with the next video explaining the other tuple methods.